Hello and welcome back to episode 445 of the journey through games, playing almost every Super Nintendo game released in Europe and the US, but mostly missing out the sports games. Today we are playing Snow White and something. Snow White and Happily Ever After. As always, let's have a look at the options. Difficulty, normal. I want to change that. How do you change that? Select? Ugh, ridiculous. Press select. Shadow Man or Snow White? Definitely Shadow Man. Let's go. Choose a level. Oh wow, okay. The forest, I guess. The forest, part 1, push start. Okay. So I wonder if this is based on the fairy tale or it's definitely not based on the Disney animation. It's very, very colourful, isn't it? Look at that blue background. What is that all about? What's this? Bonus. Okay. Oh no. Oh, do you die? There's so many invisible blocks. It's kind of hard to see, like, those caterpillars, they sort of blend into the background. Is this going to kill me? Where's his health? And who is Shadow Man in the story of Snow White? Like, see, this again is like, I would say this is an average platformer. Is that fair to say? It's like, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's just like it controls okay, although I am struggling to. See what I mean about all these invisible blocks? Yeah, there's nothing, but there's just nothing too great about it as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's a platformer, it controls okay, but it's like, why would I want to play it? I mean, if you were super into platformers and you wanted to play every single one on the Super Nintendo, then this isn't going to be the end of the world sort of thing. But if you compare it to something like, oh gosh, like a Donkey Kong Country, I don't know, it's hard to put my finger on what makes that game so good. I think the music's a big part of it. I think also as well, it does a good job of easing you into it. It's not crazy difficult from the beginning. Like, you're able to spend time developing, like getting to enjoy the game, if that makes sense, rather than just straight away you're thrown in to like a game that's out to get you. I wonder if I can walk onto that. Yeah, I know that's him. Oh yeah, you can. I think also Donkey Kong Country looks good. It controls well. Like, rarely do you die and you blame the controls, or at least I do. It is tough though. Towards the end, it's very tough. But you kind of have to develop tactics for dealing with that in Donkey Kong Country, which one of the main tactics is going back and building up your lives on some of the earlier levels, so that when you come to a tough section, you've got those lives to draw on. Ugh. Like, I can't tell if that's doing him damage. Like, this is... And also, I think there's decent variety in Donkey Kong Country. So I thought it was going to let me exit then. Coming next, the Forest Part 2. Like, there's distinct levels, and you do get to see them. Again, because it's relatively easy at the beginning. It eases you into the difficulty. You get to see the variety that the game has. Because pretty much like the jungle level at the beginning, even within that there's variety. You've got the swimming stage with the dolphin, On Guard, I think his name is. And then you've got like the various other... There's the barrel stage, I think, even within the jungle. Yeah, and you've got a boss. Just all in all, oh come on, it's pretty good. Whereas this is just not terrible, but for me, the jumping controls are a little bit off, I think. Oh dear, how many times am I going to make that same mistake? It's weird actually, because I also Mario. I don't think Mario is a particularly... I rarely choose to play Mario on the Super Nintendo. I think Super Mario World is the best one. Better than Super Mario. Although Super Mario 3 is good. I guess it's just they're not my type of games, really. See, look, I'm still not sure if that's damaging me. Is that like a checkpoint? Okay. That's not the end of the world. That's great. That's good to have. Oh, come on. I thought that's where the... What's down here then? Oof, another checkpoint. I'll take that. So where do I go then? Oh, okay. Oh, it wasn't pointing at me. It was... Oh, that's shocking. It wasn't pointing at me. It was pointing in the direction I need to go. Okay, so up. That's quite cool, actually. Because one of my criticisms of these sort of where do I go games, where it's not a standard platform, where it's not just head left to right, and I get that that's a good thing to add in a little bit of extra complexity, or something that it's not just travel from left to right, but you just have to stop and then... Okay, it still wants me to go up and to the right. Oh, Right, anyway, I think I've seen enough of this. That'll do it for episode 445. I'll see you guys next time.